Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement, getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, and Reader's Magnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, Reader's Magnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank Reader's Magnet and everybody that's involved. I love Reader's Magnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to see me again at my booth. I'm so excited, and my dog next to me just joined this booth as well. I'm so excited that you guys came here. I know there's a lot of amazing authors out there, and I'm just honored that you chose to spend the next 30 minutes with me. I am the author, KRISTENA Kitchen. I am the author of Cotton Candy Clouds. I know it's kind of a glossy, it's a very beautiful glossy picture book. And so it's kind of sometimes hard to see with the lighting, but I wrote this story. I wrote it last year, actually. My story is based off of the story of what I told my daughter, Brianna, when she was battling her difficult cancer, leukemia. It was actually a rare form of leukemia that she was diagnosed with 3 weeks after her 9th birthday. It was called early T-cell precursor acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And during the last couple days of her life, actually the last 10 days, she was very, very, very sick. And she was put on extraordinary life-saving devices, including ECMO, ventilation. She had dialysis. She had 17 pumps of medication. She had a lot of stuff going on. And outside of her room was this beautiful, beautiful church. And the church was part of the story. So what I told her, and every time I told the story, her blood pressure would go up, her heart rate would go up, and I knew she was hearing it, and she liked it, and it was really sweet. So what I told her is that church that I saw was actually a castle. It was a castle that was outside of her window, and outside the castle was all these beautiful, beautiful cotton candy clouds. They were all sorts of colors. They were red, they were pink, they were yellow and purple and light blue and dark blue, and all these delicious cotton candy fluffy clouds. And then through those cotton candy clouds and all around the castle were these amazing and magical unicorns that were swooping up and swooping down, swooping through the clouds. And as they would go, they would take bites of that cotton candy, and they would just eat it up. Then they would swoop down, and they'd have cotton candy with their friends that are resting on the ground. And all of these magical unicorns were just everywhere, bringing happiness and bringing love. And in that castle was her family, her mom, her dad, and in that castle was love. It was warm, it was filled with hope, it was filled with strength. The idea of this book is not about a child being sick and dying by any means. The idea of this book is about a child who goes into the hospital, who loses her imagination when she went in the hospital, because when you're sick and you're feeling crummy, it is really hard to think about fun things. It's a story about finding the courage, the strength, being brave, and reaching deep inside and finding that imagination in the darkest, darkest, hardest days. And knowing that with that imagination, everything is going to be okay. You have your hope, you have your family, you have your love, you have the warmth, and you can conquer even the hardest, most difficult situations. And that is a story that is Cotton Candy Clouds. So, with the story, yes, it is about a character, a child who is going through a cancer diagnosis and treatment, and it's so hard. But it can also apply to other families. It can apply to my son. He has severe anxiety. And thank you, Fairgoer13923. I appreciate that. Um, it can apply to so many different situations. My son who has severe anxiety, you know, dig deep when you're really scared. Take that lovey, find hope in that lovey, and find that courage that that is going to be how you're going to conquer the scary parts of your life, and you're going to find that imagination and see those cotton candy clouds, and you're going to just swoop around on your unicorn with whatever lovey you have, and you're going to munch on it, and you're going to be okay. You got this hard time. You got this. So, this is my book, Cotton Candy Clouds. I'm very, very proud of it. I tried to find the words for the longest time after she passed away, October 24th, 2016, to write it. I knew I had to write this book. I just knew, but I didn't know what I should say. And then last year, at the beginning of COVID, I got sick. I was sick for about 5 weeks. And during when our family has something major happening, typically we would see signs that she was with us, that Brianna was with us. And they were sometimes subtle, sometimes not so subtle. But while I was sick, I was thinking, after I had gotten through the worst of it and I was putting my kiddos to bed one night, I was thinking how I hadn't felt her presence and how sad that was making me. But then I thought, but maybe, just maybe she was there. And within a few minutes, I was like, I got to get up. I got to go write this book. And I wrote it in 1 hour. So this book, Bob, thank you so much for asking. It actually isn't a super small book. Let me see. I don't even remember how many pages in there. Oh my goodness. So there are 30 pages. This is the very, very last page. Oh, it's in there. And the illustrations are very important. So you'll see this puppy throughout the book. Where is she? This puppy throughout the book. It's actually representative of Brianna's lovey that she had since she was given by her nana and papa when she was born. And she held on to that little guy even through her treatment at 9 years old. And I always called it Stinky Puppy because it didn't matter how much I washed or put stuff on it to make it smell better. It always was just truly a lovey that had seen better days. So this was a very important character in the book because it was very instrumental in her journey as a kid in finding the bravery and the strength. So you'll see it on a lot of pages doing different things. It's also hiding in some pictures. So it's a very exciting little feature. And I want to share something that is really, really cool and very important in this book. On the very, very, very first page, this says, oh, let me see if I can get you on it. This says, this book belongs to Brianna. Here we go. And now it belongs to you. Now, this is actually Brianna's handwriting. I found it in some of her books after she passed away, and she was a book nerd like me. And she would write her name in all of her books, and nobody else could have them. And so I had to incorporate this in this book. So every day I've been reading a little bit through the book. And I would like to read a little bit more today. Let's see. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Um, so halfway through, that's where we are right now. We started off from yesterday. When I hurt and I feel sick, I know I am safe. Oh, so cute. Thank you. I know I am safe as my mommy sits next to me and never goes away. It is then that I can go to sleep and dream about my cotton candy days filled with those cotton candy waves. Clouds fluffy and light, floating above in the cotton candy like light. Pink and purple and blue delights, all are my cotton candy clouds that I dream about at night. Cotton candy, let me see if I can see it. Can you guys see? Okay. Cotton candy clouds makes me feel so free and so light and help me get through the night. Unicorns flying high and playing together remind me of the times that I get to play with my sister and my brother. Now you'll notice as we go through, she starts in the book as a very shiny, bright, happy girl eating her cotton candy with lots of glow in her skin and just twinkling eyes. And then as she gets sick, you can see we even change the coloring of her skin to be a little bit more pale. And you'll notice she'll lose a little weight, she'll lose hair, but through this, she's going to find her courage and she's going to get through it. Unicorns flying up and down, unicorns flying all around, unicorns flying through those cotton candy blues, flying so high day and night, munching on all that fluffy cotton candy clouds in sight. As I sleep, I dream some more as my mommy sits next to me by the door. A majestic castle peeking through the cotton candy clouds. Let's see. I am not good at positioning this, am I? Okay, let's try this again over here. Oopsies. Heart is full, warm sun on my face. Love is filling the entire place. Okay. Cancer is scary, but my castle is there. Cozy, warm love filling the air. Treatment is hard, body still hurts. Nights are long, throwing up is the worst. But when I close my eyes, night or day, those cotton candy clouds are here to stay. I close my eyes and I see happy unicorns resting with me, tails tucked, eyes closed, snuggling next to me. How lucky can I be? Across the room is my castle, standing tall and strong and always here to stay every day. I know I am never alone. My family is always here until together we get to go home. Being brave is so hard, but I can hear those unicorns strong and brave swooping through the cotton candy clouds every day, bringing hope and love and showing me that I too can fly high. All I have to do is close my eyes. I am in tears now. I believe that angel is happy now. Thank you, Fairgoer1248. When treatment is too hard to bear, I hear her voice and I know mommy is there. With my heart full, I dream again of my cotton candy clouds, fluffy, pink, blue, and bright, with no fear in sight. I ride my unicorn through the sky all throughout the night. Swooping down, I peek at the sky where I see a group of unicorns flying high, showing me how being brave is possible even at night. Sweet cotton candy clouds fill my mouth. Happiness, love, and hope is all around. I wake up from my dream. I get through another cream, another shot, and another day. I am strong. I am brave. I can do this with my cotton candy cloud days. So I didn't read the very beginning of it. I read that the last 2 days, but that's from like the middle part to the end of the book. It's Cotton Candy Clouds. It is the first one that I have ever written. I'd like to also note that all the proceeds from this book will be going to my foundation that I started in honor of Brianna. It's called Brianna's Love. It's very fitting because Brianna was all about loving everything, life animals, leaves on a tree, leaves that fell off of a tree, little things of ants that crawl by. Um, she loved she loved her bullies. She was autistic like my other two kiddos and would get picked on at school during recess. And when I asked her what happened at recess one day, she said, I don't understand. She was running around frolicking like a horse or a dog, and the kids thought she was weird, as was told to me. And she said, I don't understand, Mom. These kids were this, and this. And instead of seeing the bad, she saw all the good things in every single one of those kids. That's the type of kiddo she was. So Brianna's Love does the same thing. We take the love that Brianna has and we share it with as many families as we possibly can. So far, we've helped over 2,100 kiddos battling childhood cancer, as well as their siblings. Since Brianna passed away October 24th, 2016, we have our Give Kids a Snuggle program, we have our Sibling Love, and we have our Home to Care programs where we help families battling childhood cancer. We are 100% donation based. We don't have overhead. We are growing slowly, but we are growing and we're doing it wisely. And we need the funds to help more kids. We need to have donations, and that's why I wrote this book. And I wanted all the proceeds to help these kiddos. So in honor of my daughter Brianna, I'm going to share the love by donating all the proceeds to Brianna's Love. We are an official 501c3 too. And you can find our information through my website, briannaslove.org, on Facebook through Brianna's Love. You can contact me at Christina@briannaslove.org or info@briannaslove.org or cottoncandyclouds@briannaslove.org. I was asked yesterday or the other day if this will be a series, and I am trying to think in my mind how I can make that happen. But yes, it will be. I will be making a second one. I will be writing. Thank you for checking. Yes, please check my website. 14061. I really, really appreciate that. And share it with as many people as you can. Everything we do is about love. We have teenagers that we have working in the community called our ambassadors. We have our September program, which is our Kids Crushing Cancer campaign, where we get kiddos to draw amazing artwork and use that represent bravery, strength, love, and hope. And we use that to help raise awareness and funds. So we are all about love, and we would love you to check it out. So the second book in my series has not come to fruition yet, but the idea is to make it about the siblings of a cancer patient, because they're battling cancer too in their own way. They're losing the time with their parents, the time with their sibling. Like my other two kiddos, many of them have to go to their funeral, and I understand and I see what happens. I do have a social media page. Thanks for asking. So you can find it at Cotton Candy Clouds Childhood Cancer, and on Facebook page. You can go through Brianna's Love, and it would be easier to connect through that. Brianna's Love, and then Cotton Candy Clouds is connected to that. It's also linked on my booth, so you can check it out there. You can also connect with me, Christina Kitchen. I have Facebook, so feel free to let me know that you were at this event. That would be really, really awesome. Eventually, I will also be doing a little bit more on autism, because all three of my children, including Brianna, do have autism, and I call it their special superpower. So I'm going to write a kid's story about that eventually. But right now, my focus is really getting the word out about Cotton Candy Clouds and really, really helping as many more kids and families as we possibly can. Any little bit that we can do to help, it just makes a difference. We're working right now with a company in San Antonio to help this amazing family that has 5 kids. One of the kiddos started battling cancer at 1 year old and is 5 years old now. And we were able to work with them, and we were able to get the donations needed to gift them a play yard. So, we try to do as much good as we can. We don't advertise everything we do because there's just so much. It's hard. But this is the kind of work we do, and we would not be doing it if it wasn't for Brianna. And as sad as I am, I'm also very grateful and blessed. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to talk with you guys, share my book. Again, it's Cotton Candy Clouds. My kids are mentioned in the very back, and my kids were so excited that they're like, "Whoa, where our name is in this book," and I was like, "Yes, yes, because I wrote it." So it's very, very exciting. You can see a picture of Brianna and I in the back right there. That was actually, we went to the movies shortly before she got sick, and it was the best. There was a guy sitting next to us that had like a 2-liter thing of Coke and a whole bag of chips, and I mean, like, she was very nervous, and I'm like, honey, he is genius right now, so don't worry about it. If you guys have any other questions, I would love to answer them. Cotton Candy Clouds is really, really just about hope and strength, love. Everything that I write about is about love. Because even though I lost Brianna, I got so much love from her, and I was so honored to be her mom and to be able to love her back. And the love from my other 2 kiddos, and the love that the community and the world has shown us. And I always say that if the world were to, if people were able to see the world through the eyes that Brianna had, things would be so much nicer. She just saw the good in absolutely everything. So, just in case you weren't here to read the very beginning, I want to read the very front page just so you can get a sense. And they really did a good job. Fulton Books did a really good job of finding the right illustrations, and they definitely did their research. So this says right here, this is truly how my kids always are. Every picture that I have of my 3 kids, it was very much like this. They were always in a circle like this, in this order. I don't know how they figured that out, in this order, and having fun doing something. They were just three peas in a pod. So my name is Brianna, and I am 9 years old. My favorite thing in life is to play with my sister and brother. They are so special to me. They are like gold. Fairgoer 13921. Is there any display at any bookstores at New York? So no, I would love to get my book in New York. Right now, I am in, I believe it's 7 Barnes and Noble brick and mortar stores in the DMV area, primarily Maryland. I am on barnesandnoble.com, ebooks, Kindle, amazon.com, target.com, politicsandprose.com, and I am also working with walmart.com. Their onboarding, they've approved it, and the onboarding is a very taxing process. But if anybody has ideas of places to be in New York, I would definitely be open to that. And San Diego. I wish I was in San Diego. I am not. You can absolutely find me online on any one of those places. I would love, love, love to be in San Diego. If you know of any bookstores that might be interested, shoot me an email, Christina@briannaslove.org. I will 100% get in touch with them. Anybody that could use this. My goal too is that I want to be able to get enough proceeds that we can then donate these books to Children's Hospital with HEMONC units, with the oncology units. I have a couple hospitals that are very interested, but I don't have the funds to get it to them yet. So I know that Children's National Medical Center in DC is, Duke Medical Center in North Carolina is. I know John Hopkins is interested. So I just need to have the funds to be able to donate the books. So hopefully soon that can happen. If you guys know of any bookstore that's interested, I am interested. So again, every dime, every proceed I get from this book will go to my foundation, Brianna's Love. So you are not only helping a child by giving them this book, but you're also helping another child and perhaps a whole family, because the proceeds of that book goes to the foundation so that we can give it back to the kids, and we don't take anything from it other than some minor advertising costs and supplies. Everything goes to the kiddos, and we serve the parents, the kids that are fighting, and the siblings. In fact, we have a specific program called Sibling Love just for the siblings. Our Home to Care program is where we help facilitate and fund travel from their home to a faraway treatment or scan or anything, any sort of clinical trial that they may have to go to, but they can't afford to go. And we cover lodging, transportation, and meal expense. We've partnered with PALS, which is essentially like an angel flight. And so there's privately chartered flights that would be available for the families. So we really, really do try to do a lot. If you guys have any other questions, I have about 5 more minutes to my boost. Today seemed to go by pretty quick. And I will also be, so every day until the end of the fair, I will be on from 5 o'clock to 5:30 live. And so you can find me here 5 to 5:30. You can reach out to me in email. You can reach out to my website. And if you do reach out to me, be sure to mention you were at the Festival of Storytellers, and you saw me at the booth, because it is really cool to be here. I mean, I never thought I'd actually say I'm an author, but I'm an author. Hey guys. So, does anybody else have any other questions? I would love to answer. Let's see. I think one of the things that is very cool about my book too that I would really like to mention is, see how majestic, oh, I'm so bad at this. See how majestic this unicorn is? But even more majestic is Brianna holding up her puppy. This represents anybody, any child. For when we first started doing the illustrations, they thought the best thing would be to hold up a sword. That is amazing. And I think that would be a great idea. But not for Brianna, because Brianna wasn't into swords. She was into puppy. Now, if it was my son, he would be like, yeah, a sword, or yeah, my Lego guys. You know, my daughter, she would probably be like, yeah, I just want all my craft stuff folded up in victory because I love that. It doesn't matter what it is that makes these kids feel brave. It does not matter what the levy is. It could be a tattered blanket that they've had forever. That is what gives them comfort, and that is what's going to get them through these tough times. And that courage and strength and bravery that comes out of that lovey, this right here, that is love. So the best thing we can do is just be like, yeah, you conquered this. You know what? You got through this. It was scary, it was hard, but you found that light in the dark just by being brave and knowing that you can have an imagination again, and that imagination is going to get you through the hardest times. And it's okay, because we're going to be right here with you. You're never alone. So that is really, really the message of this book. And what I used to say to Brianna, and I say to my kiddos now, is, you know, this is hard and it sucks, but you got this. You got this. And you know what? Sometimes things are hard and you may not fit in, or you don't feel like this is a spot for you, or you feel like you've changed. You look different. For Brianna, her hair was falling out. For my kiddos, it's not having that understanding the social cues to make friends. And you know what I tell them? It's okay. Be you, be awesome. That's all. That's all you need to do. Be you, be awesome, because you got this. And for every stuffed animal and blanket that we give out to the kids battling cancer and their siblings through our Give Kids a Snuggle program, we actually have little cards. And on that it says, you got this, and another one that says, be you, be awesome. And we hope that, you know, as the kiddos need this, they can look at it and find that strength again. Just came in, a Fairgrow 748. I just came in. I can see this is a children's book. What is the story all about? Thank you for asking. So this is a story about bravery, strength, and hope. It's a story that encourages children of all ages to use their imagination. So I based it off of my daughter, who passed away from leukemia. And once she went into the hospital, she lost all imagination, because it's a scary, dark place. However, finding the strength and the courage to find your imagination. And in this case, it's about, when she got really, really scared and sick, then, you know, I told her about a story that, you know, outside her window was a castle. And in that castle around that castle was cotton candy clouds just all over the place. They were all sorts of yummy colors. And there were unicorns swooping up and down and through and onto the ground with the other unicorns. And their family was inside the castle, and it was just safe and warm and strong, and they were brave. And mostly that they were loved, and that through their imagination, they can get through the hardest trials, the hardest parts of treatment or feeling icky. And this is not, this setting is based off of my daughter's experience with cancer, but it can be applied to so many illnesses, so many situations like anxiety, severe social anxiety. You got this. You take that lovey and you find that imagination, you go eat those cotton candy clouds and know that you can do this. You are brave, you are strong, and you are loved. And so that is the message of this, is that you can get through this. You can get through anything that hurts, anything that's scary with your imagination, and that your family is right there and that you are so loved. I hope that answers some of the question. And I'll read the book. I'm running out of time, but I'll read the book again tomorrow. I read part of it today and some of it yesterday, so I can absolutely read it again tomorrow as well. Does anybody else have any other questions? Again, you can find this on Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, select Barnes & Noble book brick and mortar stores in the DMV, which is DC metro area, Politic and Prose online, target.com, and I'm working on walmart.com. I'm working on the onboarding. So please read the best part. Okay, that's a really, really good one. So I think my favorite part is this one. Okay. When treatment is too hard to bear, I hear her voice and I know mommy is there. With my heart full, I dream again of my cotton candy clouds, fluffy, pink, blue, and bright with no fear in sight. I ride my unicorn through the sky all throughout the night. Swooping down, I peek at the sky where I see a group of unicorns flying high and showing me how being brave is possible even at night. Sweet cotton candy clouds fill my mouth. Happiness, love, and hope is all around. I wake up from my dream. I get through another cream, another shot, and another day. I am strong. I am brave. I can do this with my cotton candy cloud days. So that's just a little snippet, just a little bit part. So there's so much in here. There's talks about how brave they are and how strong and how courageous they are. And it's just a really fun, sweet book. A lot of sticky cotton candy to eat. So any other questions? I would love to answer if you have any. And I will be here tomorrow at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. and all next week at 5 p.m. live. Thank you so much, Fairgoer 748. I really appreciate that. This whole book is like that. So, and the illustrations really match it up. And you'll see little puppies going through. That's actually representing Brianna's lovey, which again represents strength, courage, and love. So it's a really, really awesome book. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much. Anybody else have any other questions? I think my time is almost up. I would love to have you guys contact me as well if you have any questions. Again, you can buy this online, Amazon. You can click right through my profile. I'm also on target.com, working on Walmart, Barnes & Noble, ebooks, Kindle. There's all sorts of avenues that you can purchase this, and 100% of the proceeds goes back to Brianna's Love to help support the children battling cancer and their siblings. And Brianna's Love is my 501c3 foundation that I started in honor of my daughter Brianna, who passed away. So you can give this book. You can also buy a book and send it to us, and we will donate it directly to a kiddo in the hospital. And anything that you guys need from us, if you know of somebody who might be in need of a book like this, give us a call. So this is what we're about. So, and I hope to have a second book talking about the siblings go through it, and then eventually it will be a couple books about autism, because all three of my kids, including Brianna, have autism, the superpower. So do you have another book, Bob? I don't. I am hoping, I am going to be writing a second book. The second book is going to be the siblings' perspective of going through this, because that's not often talked about. And I think that that's a very important piece that is forgotten. And that's why my foundation, Brianna's Love, also does a lot with siblings, because I also see my other two kiddos that have had still, and they still for life will deal with the loss of their sister. So that will be about the siblings. And then after that, I will be writing a story, a couple children's story about autism to represent my kiddos because all three have superpowers. You know, autism is pretty cool. So for now, it's just cotton candy clouds, but keep your eyes open in the next year or two, and I will have another one that represents the siblings of cancer fighters. And again, this can really relate to not just cancer, but to serious illnesses, to severe anxiety, you know, all sorts of different things. We can really turn this to adapt to the child that really needs that courage and that love and the bravery and the strength. So imagination does some powerful things to us, and kids need that, and kids learn from that. So I'm hoping that this book can help support a kiddo when they're really having a tough time and help them find the courage to find that imagination again, and that will help them get through it while they know that they're being loved by their family. So does anybody else have any other questions? And don't forget, all the proceeds goes to my foundation. I'm not taking anything. So it would be wonderful if you could help support other kids battling cancer and their siblings just by buying my book. And it would be, I have a soft copy and I have this hard copy, which is so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant. And the illustrators really did a fantastic job. It's published by Fulton Books. I wasn't brave enough to do self-publishing, but I'm honored that they picked up my book right away. So I would love, love, love for you guys to help me support my kids. Bob one, your book is a good gift to everyone for this Yuletide season. Yes, it is. Thank you for saying that. Another thing is, I know that my distributor, my publisher has said the distributor is having some supply chain delays. So if you are thinking about buying this for the holidays, do it now because it's taking a little bit longer to get them. Even I ordered some and it took just a little bit longer than the normal 2 to 4 days. So I would recommend ordering this as soon as you can. Is this available in audiobook too? I don't believe it's available in audiobook. I think we're working on that. But I think that would be a really, really great idea to get it up and running soon. So I'm actually going to talk to my publisher about that and see how I can make that happen, because I know that would be great. I know even my daughter prefers audiobooks. So yes, let me work on that. Keep tabs on it. Check back with me. You can go on Amazon. So it's on Kindle, ebooks, Kindle, soft hard copy on Amazon, Target.com. You can also find this at politicsandprose.com, Target.com, and about 7 Barnes & Noble bookstores in the Maryland, D.C. area. If you guys know of a bookstore in your area that might be interested in carrying it, please have them reach out to me, or reach out to me and I'll reach out to them, because I would really love to get this in as many books as possible. I am hoping that I can get this into Books A Million one of these days. So that's my goal. But if you guys have any thoughts, just shoot me an email. I would love that. Anything you guys need, just let me know. So, Clive, do I have time to read this book one last time, or are we almost done with my session? Because I can give one more reading. You let me know. Go and read. We're going to do it. Okay, guys. So we're going to read this, Cotton Candy Clouds. So the very, very beginning, it says, this book belongs to Brianna, and now it belongs to you. That is actually my daughter's handwriting I found in her books that she used to read. So I had to incorporate that. All right. My name is Brianna, and I am 9 years old. My favorite thing in life is to play with my sister and brother. They are so special to me. They are like gold. I love the simple things in life, like trees, animals, clouds, and of course, sweet and sticky cotton candy. Why do I like cotton candy so much, you may wonder? Well, that's because cotton candy is like a fluffy hug, surrounded by sweetness that sticks to everything. Cotton candy is like the love that your family shows you when you get lonely. Cotton candy sticks to your fingers and your face so that when you are done, you still have more to lick off and taste. It's like family that is always there. Let me move over here. Always by your side, always near. And note the little puppy. He sneaks in there everywhere. Okay. One day things changed. My body started to hurt and I felt crummy. I felt so crummy that I couldn't put anything in my tummy. I started to feel tired. I felt so tired every day. I just wanted to crawl in bed and sleep it away. I kept feeling crummy, and with nothing in my tummy, I couldn't even play during the day. I go to the hospital where the lights are so bright. I sleep more than usual at night. I hear my mommy's voice as I sleep. I wonder if it's a dream, but I hear my mommy talking to me. She is telling me all about my cotton candy filled days with my cotton candy filled ways. When I hurt and I feel sick, I know I am safe as my mommy sits next to me and never goes away. It is then that I can go to sleep and dream about my cotton candy days filled with those cotton candy ways. Clouds fluffy and light, floating above in the cotton candy like light. Pink and purple and blue delights, all are my cotton candy clouds that I dream about at night. Cotton candy clouds make me feel so free and so light and help me get through the night. Unicorns flying high and playing together remind me of the times that I get to play with my sister and my brother. Unicorns flying up and down, unicorns flying all around, unicorns flying through those cotton candy cloud blues. So high, flying so high, day and night, munching on all the fluffy cotton candy clouds in sight. As I sleep, I dream some more as my mommy sits next to the door. A majestic castle peeking through the cotton candy clouds. Heart is full. Warm sun on my face, love is filling the entire place. It's juggling. Cancer is scary, but my castle is there. Cozy, warm love filling the air. Treatment is hard, body still hurts. Nights are long, throwing up is the worst. But when I close my eyes, night or day, those cotton candy clouds are here to stay. I close my eyes and I see happy unicorns resting near me. Tails tucked, eyes closed, snuggling next to me. How lucky can I be? Across the room is my castle, standing tall and strong and always here to stay every day. I know I am never alone. My family is always here until together we go home. Being brave is so hard, but I can hear those unicorns, strong and brave, swooping through the cotton candy clouds every day, bringing hope and love and showing me that I too can fly high. All I have to do is close my eyes. When treatment is too hard to bear, I hear her voice and I know mommy is there. With my heart full, I dream again of my cotton candy clouds, fluffy, pink, blue, and bright, with no fear in sight. I ride my unicorn through the sky all throughout the night. Swooping down, I peek at the sky where I see a group of unicorns flying high, showing me how being brave is possible even at night. Sweet cotton candy clouds fill my mouth. Happiness, love, and hope is all around. I wake up from my dream. I get through another cream, another shot, and another day. I am strong. I am brave. I can do this with my cotton candy cloud days. Thank you guys for letting me read that to you. I hope you loved it. It was definitely a one of the best things that I've ever done. So I'm hoping that I can get a lot of people to enjoy it, just like I do reading it. So it's part of my heart in this book. Um, really sharing Brianna with everybody, and it's so important because she is so much more than cancer, and she is such an amazing, spectacular kiddo. So if you guys are so inclined, check out my website at briannaslove.org. You can check us out at Facebook, Brianna's Love. And from there, you can find Cotton Candy Clouds. We've connected Cotton Candy Clouds and Brianna's Love because all proceeds will be going to Brianna's Love, which means that with every book that you buy, you are helping a child battling cancer and their sibling. With every book that you buy, it helps us either supply stuffed animals and blankets to the children battling cancer or the siblings through our Give Kids a Snuggle program. It also supports the giving siblings a day of respite, essentially whatever they want to do. They want to go bowling with friends and go to lunch, we'll pay for that. So far, we've done amazing braids for one sibling. We've done a virtual reality headset for another one. We've done bowling. We just worked with a company in San Antonio, and we were able to gift 5 siblings or 5 kiddos in a family a play yard. Their young sister has cancer. She's had cancer since she was 1, and she's 5 years old. So we've been working on that for a long time, and we just finally got the green light, and they're getting it very soon. So that's our sibling love program. And then we have our home to care program. So your book will also help us with that. So all the money that we get applies to that, and it helps us facilitate lodging, transportation, and meals for families that have to travel from home to faraway treatment. And typically these are the last resort options that they have for their kiddos. These are the ones that are told there's nothing else that we can do, but here's the trial. And by the way, you have to pay your way there. These are the families that have lost income and they need our help. We have our ambassador program. So if you have any teenagers that want to be a part of it, we would really love to have you guys. What we do is we just have you connect with the community. And, community outreach is a big thing for us. And the kiddos get to earn service hours for school. And in September, we have our Kids Crushing Cancer campaign where we have kiddos draw a picture that depicts bravery, strength, love, and hope. In May, we will have our 5th, actually, Give Kids a Snuggle Walk Run. Don't know if it's going to be in person this year. The last 2 years we had it virtually. But if it is in person, we'll do a virtual version at the same time so that we'll stream it live so that anybody who's not local can be a part of it. It's just such a powerful event. And everything we do, we're just connecting with our community. It's all about community outreach. We support local businesses at all of our events. We give shout outs to businesses just so that we can help them. We're not asking for anything in return. So thank you guys so very much for being here. If anybody has any other questions about the illustration, anything that you have, I'm happy to answer. What do you guys think? Do you guys love it so far? I'm hoping you do. I would really love to sell as many of these as we can. The more books we sell, again, it doesn't make me rich. It helps the foundation. So my goal is to help our foundation help more kids. That's all. Not to be rich. I am rich in love. I have my 3 kiddos, Brianna, Evie, and Liam, and I'm very, very blessed and happy that they're mine. Ooh, Fairgoer 748. Thank you. I love it. When is your live schedule? So I am supposed to be live every single day until the fair is over, consistently at 5 p.m. So it's supposed to be 5 to 5:30. I guess I'm getting a little extra time today. So thank you so much, guys. 5 to 5:30. And yeah, so I will be back on tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday and I believe Sunday the last day. And you can check back on my booth page on the Festival of Storytellers. You can look me up and I have my booth, and the schedule isn't always noted, but if you come back that day, it will tell you if I'm on that day, and it should be every day at 5 p.m. We try to keep it consistent so we would know the schedule, and hopefully folks would want to come back and check us out. Again, you can buy this book at Amazon.com. barnesandnobles.com, 7 Barnes & Noble stores here in the DC metro area, specifically in Maryland, Politics and Prose Online, Target.com, ebooks, Kindle, soft copy, hard copy, and I'm doing onboarding for Walmart.com right now. So if you guys know of a store, if you are a purchaser or, you are some sort of amazing person that is looking for books, please consider me. Please consider me. I would love to be in your store. I would love to be on any capacity helping kiddos. So if you know of groups that would benefit from my book, please be in touch with me. You can get in touch with me at KRISTENA at briannaslove.org. And that's KRISTENA. I am special in that way. So KRISTENA at briannaslove.org. If you forget and you know it's briannaslove.org, just go info at briannaslove.org or cotton candy clouds at briannaslove.org. You can also go to my website. All that information is there. You can see the current campaigns we're doing right now. We're doing a Share the Love campaign where we're collecting gift cards to gift families that are in the hospital with a child battling cancer over the holidays. Normally, we do our afternoon of holiday love party. In the past, we've given out over 300 stuffed animals and blankets during that party. But because of COVID restrictions, we can't go into the hospitals. So last year, we did this Share the Love campaign, gift card campaign, and we were able to help 87 families that way. We're hoping to match or exceed that this year, so we do need gift cards. So if anybody's interested, please go to our website or Facebook page, and we will. You can get more details there. Again, everything we get, we don't keep. We give right back out. We are one of those foundations that we know. I know I'm a cancer mom, right? My daughter had cancer, would still be here if it wasn't for cancer. And so I know what it's like to sit in a hospital. She was admitted August 1st, 2016, and passed away October 24th, 2016. I understand the struggles that come with it and the income loss and juggling saving your daughter's life with the health and well-being of your other kiddos. And, so whatever we can do, we want to use this experience, our experience, and turn it into good and help others as much as we can. So please check us out. I'd really, really appreciate that. My kiddo is summoning me in the back. The life of a mom going live. I am a single mom, so I am here 100% of the time with my kiddos. I homeschool. I am a translator by trade, so I work from home, and I obviously wrote a book. So my kids get sick of me, but I'm still right here. Honey, hold on one second, okay? I am almost done. I promise. Hold on one second. What? Yes, if you're quiet. So, Cotton Candy Clouds. That is my book. I would really, really love it if everybody could share the word. It is a very impactful book and it is uplifting. I did have a very, very good question from a mom once, and it was very powerful. She asked me if the story is about somebody who is still here on earth or about does the character go up to heaven in the book? And I understand why this is a touchy situation. It's a very sensitive question. I welcome these kind of questions because it's real. Cancer is real. It's not the pretty, cute, bald head kids that we see on St. Jude's commercials. That's just a piece of it. Most of it's ugly and scary and dark. And so I understand and respect that and appreciate that question. The answer to that is that it is about a little girl battling cancer who finds the strength and courage and to know that she's loved and to find her imagination. And through that, she will get through it. So the answer is it is about a kiddo that is surviving, that is finding her courage, that is finding the love, that knows she's loved. She's finding the warmth in a cold hospital room. She is revisiting that bravery that she knew she had before to overcome her fears just by finding her imagination. And can you imagine being sick in a hospital room, not being able to see your best friends, who are your sister and your brother, not being able to sleep in your own bed and snuggle with your dogs, losing your imagination, and then suddenly you have it again. It gives you that courage. When you're scared, you can just check out and be like, I am going to my cotton candy clouds. I'm going to swoop around on my unicorn and I'm going to eat those up. and I can do this, I can get through this. And that's this story. The story is supposed to be inspiring, uplifting. It is not about death. It is not about talking about the scary and ugly. It is being real, but on a level that kiddos can understand and not be scared of. But hopefully be inspired and remind them that that imagination is there. They just have to dig deep, and they can do it, because as I always say, you got this. And though things change and you may feel uncomfortable with the change, be you and be awesome, because you got this. So feel free to pick up my book. Again, you can also donate a copy and just send it to us, and that book will go directly to a kiddo in the hospital. We do have a couple hospitals interested in receiving them. So one of them is actually where Brianna was treated, and that's Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. They're very renowned for their cancer program, and also John Hopkins Medical Center right here in Baltimore as well. So, and when we get enough donations, we'll donate to other hospitals around the nation. CHOP in Philadelphia, and just Seattle's Children's and St. Jude's, and we want to do as much as we can, but we can't do it without you. So if you could please buy my book, it would make me really, really happy, and this would be a great gift for any child, a child that has any kind of illness. It does mention cancer, but honestly, you can turn that to be anything that helps that child. It can be as simple as anxiety, as complicated as anxiety is. It can be monsters under the bed. Let's use our imagination to get through it, because our imagination, it can take us places that nothing else can, and it can give us the courage that we need to find to get through the hard times. So feel free to buy it, donate one, give one. Now, my publisher did send me a message stating that their distributor is being hit with the supply chain delays right now, as other industries are. It just has finally caught up with them. So if you are going to order this for the holidays, I would recommend doing it soon, so that it gives you time to get it in time, especially with the holiday rush of shipping that's going to cause additional delays. So I did order a couple for my purposes, and it did take a little bit longer than the normal 2 to 4 days. So it actually, I think, took about 2 weeks to get them. So I would highly recommend ordering them now. Go online and order. And again, if you feel like you want to donate this to a child, please do so. Just feel free to send them to our P.O. Box. It is on our website. You can also find that on our Facebook page, and essentially it's P.O. Box 448, Burtonsville, Maryland 20866. However, we do have a street address for that post office, and I don't want to give you the wrong address. So definitely go online and look at our website for that on our Cotton Candy Cloud page, and then feel free to send that. We also love donations. Any penny we get goes back to the kiddos. So again, 100% of the proceeds of this book goes to Brianna's Love. I will not be taking a dime or a penny. This is a work of love, and it was very important for me to write. And when I can find the words, I will write my second book about the siblings going through it. And who knows what comes from that. But I couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so very much. I really, truly appreciate every single one of you. If you have any last questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Let's see here. But absolutely, feel free to buy my book at any point in time. Amazon.com, that's the easiest one. Target.com, BarnesandNoble.com, ebooks, Kindle. So this is a really, really good book too, for social lessons. And if your child is getting procedures, or they're going to have a tough time, you can use this book and just remind them that they have that power of imagination. It is a powerful thing, and the coolest part about your imagination is that it's the one thing that you can control throughout being sick. It is the one thing that you can fully control and help you get through. So feel free to dive right into this. Donate it to a kiddo. Get it for you. Maybe this helps you as an adult. I mean, why not? For me, imagination is a great place to go. And maybe you just need a couple bars of chocolate with it. Like, I'm serious. Chocolate is it's a good thing. So feel free to buy it. Amazon.com. And just remember that you can do this. You got this. Just be you, be awesome. Just be you and be awesome, and you got this. Whatever happens, you are good. So I think that I am closing out now. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at Christena@briannaslove.org. That's KRISTENA @briannaslove.org. You can also find my website, briannaslove.org, or on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can also friend me at Christina Kitchen and let me know that you're at the Festival of Storytellers. That would be really, really awesome. So I am going to pass this back over to my stage manager, Clive. Hey, Clive, how's it going? So if you guys want to join me again, I will be back on live tomorrow at 5 p.m., Sunday at 5 p.m., and every day next week at 5 p.m. So please, please, please join me. Please tell your friends and your family. This is a very new experience for me, and I am so blessed to be able to be here with you guys. And it makes all the difference that I am spending this time with you. And I know you have so much to do in your busy day, but I really, really appreciate all the time that you're spending with me here. Just remember that Cotton Candy Clouds, it is the best, best, best book that can help you find your imagination. And I promise you, you won't regret it. So I will be creating another book on the siblings' perspective. And then after that, I would like to create a book on my children's perspective as autistic kiddos, both probably from my son and my daughter, so they each have a voice, because autism has superpowers. And I swear it's pretty awesome. Requires lots of chocolate from me, but it's pretty awesome. So if you guys are interested, just know that Cotton Candy Clouds, it tells a story of family, love, imagination, strength, hope, bravery. It's a story that encourages children of all ages, not just the young ones, not just the middle-aged teenagers. I mean, it could be a big kid. It could be like me or you. Are you going into treatment for something? Did you get cancer? Is there an illness that you're dealing with, a severe anxiety? I will just have you read this book, and it would be the best thing to encourage you to find that imagination. So it is a story that shows children that they have the strength to fight through the toughest of times, knowing that their family is always there and cotton candy clouds are always in the air. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you tomorrow and Sunday and all next week at 5 p.m. right here. And don't forget to buy my book. Bye, guys. Stay safe. I love you all.
Do I have to be quiet now?
Mm-hmm. Hold on one sec.
Do I have to be quiet?